here, man. We got the Minnesota Vikings coming off a bye week versus the Green Bay Packers. Let me just go quickly through the fantasy football projections here. Cousins, I actually have as a sit this week. Dalvin Cook, if he's back, I think he's definitely a start. I like Jefferson this week more than I like Thielen, but I think both are startable. And Irv Smith took control of the tight end grouping for Minnesota and had a nice game before the bye week. Pay attention to that, everybody. If he's available, you're hurting at tight end. Might be worth a flyer, although David and I agree you should pick up Goddard before you pick up any of these other guys, I think. Maybe Trey Burton as well, who you just mentioned a couple minutes ago. For Green Bay, we'll see. Aaron Jones broke my heart with being ruled out. He was questionable last week. I think he'll be back this week. We'll see. He's a start. Aaron Rodgers is a start. Devontae Adams is a start. Is there any scenario where you don't start any of those guys? Always start those guys. Tanyan, I think, will have a better week, and then I'm curious to kind of see what happens. There should be another decent receiving option. I tend to think that will be Tanyan rather than another wide receiver this week. That's where I would guess. I mean, you can keep an eye on guys like Malik Taylor and all these guys, but I'm a buyer in Tanyan more than anybody else. Take it away, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna start where you left off. I still believe in Robert Tanyan.
Yeah,
and we got to remember he was coming off a game where he hurt his ankle. He was not exactly fully healthy. Didn't have full practice participation throughout the week. And at a certain point, Devontae Adams is just not going to catch 13 for 196 and 2 touchdowns every week. It's just not going to happen. And Aaron Rodgers is playing so well right now. Another 4-touchdown game, no interceptions, 283 yards. This offense is just humming, and they don't have a second wide receiver. I mean, you want me to read off the second wide receiver stats? 2 for 6 and a touchdown for Malik Taylor.
There's a Shepherd there, right? Is there a Shepherd on that team? There's Darius.
He didn't catch a ball. He might have.
But he exists, though. I'm not making that name up, right?
He exists. Valdez Scaling technically exists.
Yeah, right.
Technically, they exist. No, they didn't catch a ball. It was Devontae Adams and Malik Taylor.
Honestly, I was going to say, honestly, this might turn into Tanyan and Sternberger in the projection. Like I said, I mean, somebody there should catch passes. You get 3 receiving options. I think Tanyan and Adams are obviously locked in. There should be a third guy there that's catching passes. I just don't know who it is.
It's the running back. We saw it was Aaron Jones when he plays, and then Jamal Williams was the second leading receiver, 4 for 37. Yeah. This is a running back-centric offense. And Jamal Williams is an elite handcuff. Elite at this point. We need to put the respect on Jamal Williams as an elite handcuff. Yeah. He is in I don't want to quite say Tony Pollard's of the world, but maybe in the Dallas offense that we're talking about. He's in the Tony Pollard, Alexander Madison's of the. He's probably above both those guys.
I would agree with that at this point.
In the handcuff value chart. So Jamal Williams, man, I mean, especially if you are desperate at running back, maybe don't buy him this week coming off the big game, but when Aaron Jones comes back and you're desperate, maybe see if you can get Jamal Williams for your 4th, 5th wide receiver. Just stash him. He'll have those weeks where he catches the ball, gets in the end zone. In worst case, you have an elite handcuff on you.
I think he had 5 touchdowns last year, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. Yeah. He did. They want to involve the running backs on this team. It's a running back-centric offense.
Yep. Let me hit you at the line here, man. We got, let's see here, Green Bay. I know they got to be favored. Okay, so it's Minnesota +7 versus Green Bay. Who do you got?
Coming off the bye again, but Green Bay's too good. I'm taking Green Bay here. But I want to say one more thing about Irv Smith. Because you did mention him. He's another guy who's probably available because he went on a bye. Everybody would have been picking him up last week if he didn't go on a bye.
Right.
But the past 2 games, he's played 53 and 41 snaps. He didn't reach 40 in any of the first 4 games. So he is trending up. They're starting to use him as the 3rd receiving option behind Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson.
Agreed. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers as well. I don't like Minnesota coming off the bye, but Green Bay, look, I wasn't overreacting to what Tampa Bay did. They ran into a buzzsaw against Green Bay. Green Bay, predictably, Aaron Rodgers has a great game against the Houston Texans. Is what it is, man, and I think the Packers will keep it going against the Vikings. The Vikings, I like the talent on the team, and I like that but they just have some
offensively.
Yeah, I know. Defensively, they have talent, but they're just not coming together.
Just traded away.
Oh, you're right, Ngakoue, right? Yeah.
To my Ravens, they don't have very much talent.
Yeah, Minnesota knows that this season's kind of shot for them, so we'll see what happens. But I don't think they're going to be playing spoilers with the Green Bay Packers. If this was the Chicago Bears, maybe I would take the Minnesota Vikings off the bye week, but just not this week for me. Next game on the list.